Welcome to another review with Gamer Dan. Today we're going to be looking at the Tier 4 French medium tank, the SARL 42. TargetDamage.com does give benchmark values as far as dealing damage to other tanks. 600 for Unicomp performance, 475 pretty good, 325 okay, and 225 you need more practice. The armor wall below does show that the best armor is going to be on the gun mantlet, 40mm on the front regardless of turret or hull, and 30mm on the sides and rear regardless of turret or hull. The top two guns is the 47mm and the 75mm. The 47 is a tier 4, 75 is a tier 5. Only two ammo types in the 47 versus the 3 on the 75. The penetration is a little bit better with the 47. The power fall each 100 meters is much worse, however. What does that mean? Well, means that the 75mm is going to retain its power if it's attacking enemies at close range, middle range, or far away. It's going to retain pretty much the same power. Unlike the 47mm, it'll do really well in close and it'll do pretty good in mid-range, but when you start shooting targets far away, it's going to lose its power. So the better gun for snipers is going to be the 75. Although that doesn't mean to say that the 47 can't snipe. It's just going to have less chance or less power when sniping than versus close to mid-range. Damage per minute and the rate of fire is much better on the 47 than on the 75. But if you look at the module damage, 64 versus the 75mm has 100. That means to say that the 75mm has a higher chance to cause module damage than the 47 would. Not that the 47 can't, it's just that the chance for the 75mm is much higher than the 47. On this next screen, I want to compare, as soon as it pulls up here, it's taking a moment, I want to compare the additional characteristics. The hit points is the same regardless what gun you get. The accuracy now, look at that. Elevation and -10 to 18 is the same, but the gun characteristics is much better. The aim time is better, the accuracy, the dispersion on the 47mm compared to the 75. So the gun handling again is much better in the 47 than the 75. This next screen shows a comparison between the Matilda and the SARL 42 with the 47, and the Matilda with a top 2-pounder gun. Damage is pretty much the damage and the penetration and the power fall. Everything about the guns are very similar. There's some little differences, little tweaks here and there, but the gun handling is almost the same. Now, if you look at the speed, 24 for the Matilda and 40 for the SARL. So the SARL 42 is a much quicker tank than the Matilda. And here I'm just showing you the agility. I let the Matilda pass me, I stopped, and I went forward, and you can see I can easily catch up to the Matilda and pass it. It's not very difficult. So that's just a quick example there of how the Matilda's speed is different from the SARL 42. Now on this gameplay, I'm going to be having two different matches. One when the SARL 42 is top tier, and one when the SARL 42 is not top tier. Now what I personally feel about this tank is that it's a quicker, more nimble Matilda. If you like Matilda, you like the gun characteristics of the Matilda, but you wish it were quicker, then the SARL 42 is for you. It's going to sacrifice some armor in the front, some armor in the sides. It's going to sacrifice that for added speed and agility. So if you're okay with sacrificing some armor for that additional speed, then the SARL 42 is actually a pretty good Matilda alternative. The gun, like I said earlier, is very similar to the Matilda's 2-pounder. So with some little differences here and there, it's very similar, but it is going to take hits a lot easier than the Matilda would. So I hope you enjoy these two gameplays, and I hope you learned something. Please comment, rate, subscribe. The SARL 42 might not be a very popular search when you're searching for tanks, but you know, I thought it was a pretty neat alternative to the Matilda, so I figured I'd do a review. I hope you like it, and again, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me a lot, and we'll see you next time.
Looks like that one went right through. Target locked. Good clean hit. Dropping target. We got him. Locked and loaded. Looks like that one went straight through. Focus attention here. Ready to fire. Enemy armor is destroyed. Enemy armor is damaged. Locked on. That's another kill for our team. They're hit. We barely grazed them. Enemy is hit. Our team just wasted an enemy. They've spotted us. Releasing target. We hit 'em hard. Punched a hole in their armor. Reloaded. Mission accomplished. We've got enemies incoming. Either take them out or capture their base. Let's go. Enemy exposed. One of our vehicles destroyed. Enemies got us in their sights. The commander is coming around. Optics are up. We didn't penetrate their armor. That one left a big hole. Enemy armor is damaged. Friendly vehicle destroyed. Focus on this area. Like that one went right through. Unlocking target. We finished him off. They're knocked out. Ready to fire. That's gotta hurt. Artillery, watch out! Right at us. That one did some damage. Focus on this location. Just ding them. It's like we're shooting spitballs. Nice shot. Looks like that one went right through. Heads up! Artillery! The driver is hit. He can barely steer. Releasing target. Artillery, watch out! Penetration. They pierced their armor. They spotted us. Loaded and ready.